Real issue is what all can go wrong.
Yeah.
Because we can, I mean, we're all born bullish, perma bull and all, but a lot of things can go wrong. It will go wrong. But what are the things you see going wrong?
See, I've had this line for long that whenever you want to be bullish in India, you look at the business and you find all the reasons to be bullish. Whenever you want to make a bear case for India, you look at the macro and you'll get very, very bearish. But we've gone through Kargil, we've gone through coalition governments, we've gone through COVID, we've gone through everything. Somehow, the miracle of our country is the entrepreneurs are great. The sense innate of business is great. You may get a 1 or 2 year break or a 6-month break in your investment returns. But eventually the power of profit and the compounding of profit is what has given us our returns. If I look back to when I started my life, again I remind you 10 years after you, the profit of Reliance Industries was 150 crores. That's all in 1991. They are north of 80,000 crores now. They have seen US put sanctions, Kargil has happened, COVID has happened, this has happened, that has happened. See where they are.
But do you think supply, because the valuations are not unreasonable, but definitely demanding. Do you think supply can overwhelm the demand side in terms of paper supply?
See, again, it's a matter of horizon that if it depresses the market now, you will say this supply is creating the investment cycle because if I raise 2 lakh crores of equity,
no, but if foreigners
raise
sell,
2 lakh crores of
but
debt.
If foreigners sell
Sure.
another 5% of their holding,
right,
then you can get enough 5 lakh crores of supply.
Sure. But then the bull argument will be they will come back and buy it at 10 lakh crore valuation after 2 years.
They never come. Why?
Well,
once the market collapses, then they'll come.
Again, we're both bullish, so I know you're just being devil's advocate. The reality is, for any investor in the world, when you look at US, other than the Magnificent Four now, not even the 7, everything is in the rearview mirror. You look at Europe, nothing's going to happen. Japan, nothing's going to happen. China is already facing its own problem. So Larry Summers had this very lovely line. He said, Japan is a hospital, Europe is a museum, China is a jail. Where do you invest in the world? To paraphrase what he was saying. So if this is a $4 trillion GDP economy, which is almost inevitably going to be 10, 15, 20 over the next 10, 20 years, you would be stupid anywhere in the world to not come and make some allocation here. Today, we are 3% of global allocation. If this country has to become 10, and I don't think we debate that, it's a matter of when it will happen, it's not if. For the other countries, it's a problem of if now. So yes, things can go wrong over here. Oil can go to 120 next year. There can be a war. China can go into Taiwan. He can go into Arunachal. He can go anywhere.
Let me ask you one more thing.
Can you delay the inevitable?
Do you think, in next 12 months, 18 months, the corporate, because you are at 22, 23 times trade. I'm just asking, Manish.
I can react to that then.
Yeah. Listen to my question first.
I understood where you're coming. The question is, where is the... We had this lovely forward, I think some friends of, common friends with Nilesh, and he said if you toss a coin on a daily basis, your odds are 50-50. When you do the investment return on a 3-month basis, you may at best be 60-40. When you do it on your 1-year basis, it becomes 75-25 in your favor. If you do on a 3-year basis, you become 90-10. So to answer the question, a short run, this year, for the index, I don't think more than 5 or 10%. That's my view. We are expensive, no doubt about it. But if we are indeed so bullish, we think it gets to $5 and $10 trillion over the next 5 and 10 years respectively, the size of profit pool will be so large that we are concerned with companies that we sit on. I don't buy the index, neither do you. And all we are doing is we are buying odds that is it priced for perfection for everything, or are there pockets available to me where I can invest? And then for each person who says, I can supply and depress the market, please remember my friend Manish is also here, who's just raised another big private equity fund. He keeps bringing fabulous companies then to the market. Just as an example, you got, I think, AU, Manyavar, all these fabulous companies to the market. You are part of that as well. So one side there is supply of old, and other side there is supply of new, and there's reason to be optimistic about it. That's all. I can't be a blind bull like our old friend Rakesh, that at all time 360 days we are bullish. It is tempered. The valuations are not cheap, no doubt about it. But if you take a longer term view, and when I look back, 30 years in my case, we were $275 billion GDP. We are at 4 trillion today. The size of profit pool of India was what? What was our foreign exchange reserves? Where are we today? So, I mean, whenever you are in doubt, like in global financial crisis, you wake up in the morning, slap yourself, think of the problem of a rich uncle in the world, but hold on to your portfolio. I know we are trying hard to find bearish things, but maybe we'll ask Samir and any bearish reasons for. But, well, the reality, what he says, right, that when we are also optimistic, the prices are reflecting that. So we're confident about the economy, we're confident about corporate sector, we're confident about our savers, but this price is representing a cheery consensus. That is also there. If something very bad, unexpected happens, it can cause a sharp sell-off, but I still think this becomes a buy the dip market rather than a sell the rallies.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to the Jugalbandi between Manish Chokhani and Raamdeo Agrawal. Lots of important insights and, of course, lots of anecdotes. Thank you so much for sharing your journeys. 30 years and 40 years, so cumulatively a wealth of experience here being shared with us live on TV and, of course, here at the Jolie's Club in Mumbai. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big round of applause for our two market veterans.